What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and we are here today because Kerouac just dropped, and so did his side story. So I thought, why not do his side story really quick? Summon the man. Well, do what is it? 3 summons, cause I ain't got nothing left after Cerise. I had to use it all. But a lot of people are getting the artifact, as you can see, and I see a lot of people summoning. So I figured, let me test my luck. So we'll do a couple summons at the end of this video, but let's get into the story because I feel like a lot of people are probably interested in, the Requiem for the Forsaken. This is Kerouac's story, which, even though there's a little text, I don't know if I'm actually blocking it. I am, but I'll read it to you. Kerouac seeks a way back to Cydonia as the side effects of the enhanced mage experience begin to take their toll on his body, but the consequences of his past choices begin to tighten around his throat. If you guys don't know, he's pretty much was an experiment, and then he starts dying. So I'm pretty sure that that's all this is going to talk about in some type of detail. Hopefully we get a little bit of Vivian. Let me put some up on that just in case, you never know, you never know. If I'm not mistaken, NORAD, this guy here is, I guess he's the one that started it or advertised that they should do this, and pretty much what he's talking about is that this is the time where Raz is asleep, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and they're kind of starting, everyone's getting kind of worried because the archdemon is running amok, and they're really trying to fight off everything, but it's like the stories and the legends always said that only Raz, the embodiment of the goddess, the covenant of the goddess, whatever, the hero of the goddess, whatever the heck he's called, is the only one that can take it out. So it's like, if he's sleeping or whatever, they started to get a little bit worried. Hence the enhanced mages. Interesting. He just said that the people that had sacrificed themselves, aka the enhanced mages, were sent to the Sayau swamp, which I'm pretty sure that's, Charlotte's area, but it's weird that they sent them off to a swamp area, which we all know that they were treated like shit. So why did you do it? We trusted you. Now they keep saying, and even Kerouac keeps saying, that he betrayed the other enhanced mages, and this guy just commented on his clothing saying that you actually got wealth and honor. So it's kind of weird to think that I've always heard, me personally, that they got treated like shit, and maybe Kerouac was not one of the ones that got treated that way. He said he vanished. You're right, I abandoned all of you. I just had to get back to her. That we know that should be Vivian when he says her. Most died or lost their minds because they couldn't withstand so much mana running through their bodies, or like me, they became malformed. I'm assuming that's why he's wearing a mask. But why do you look completely fine? Yes, that is curious. Death is quickly approaching for me as well, don't worry. So you came to confess your sins? I thought you took too long. Did he kill him? The mana is burning through his heart at this rate. Oh god. Even when they're suffering from side effects, an enhanced mage is still a formidable foe. Who could have done this to you all? Or I'm sure the chasers will coming for you soon. The chasers, our old comrades. The black hand of the goddess is glowing faintly. Is there magic nearby? I guess that's what he refers to as his hand. Alright, let me catch up the speed. So pretty much he finds his old group of comrades, and they try to fight him because he's, well, as you can see right there, he's the old leader. He is the old, well, I'm like blocking it. Let me just go up. I guess up here. That should be fine, right? But he's the old leader. So he abandoned all of them, and when he tries to come back and he says he has a message for them, and they're pretty much not trying to hear it. So that's pretty much what we're trying to get to. What is that message? See, now we're in the enhanced mage clinic. They looked ready to kill me, yet they brought me back to the village. This is a hospital. Everyone around me is either old or wounded. Oh, he was out for days. Interesting. Alright, so I skipped over this before, and this is pretty much someone, I guess, that told Kerouac that he's going to regret his decisions for leaving the group. And it's weird that they're all saying this to him. It says all these mages are malformed and they all must look crazy weird, and that's why they really don't like the way that he looks. Like, he looks young, he looks like has an age a day, though he still says, and you should know through the lore and through the story, that he is dying. Spoiler alert, he actually does end up dying in this in the story. So wait, does he? Maybe unspoiler alert. Wait, undo that. I actually don't remember if he ends up dying. I think he does though, if I remember correctly. Sorry. So Carrick has information on research into enhanced magic and the chasers. You weren't overselling it. Alright, so this is like a flashback, and this is Carrick actually approaching Norad about, you know, what the heck is wrong with you. Pretty much, as you can see, we are dying, completely neglected. We received absolutely none of the rewards you promised us. So this is pretty important confrontation, in my opinion. Oh, wow. So some people are killing each other to steal their mana. And that's what they call the chasers. So the chasers are actually other enhanced mages that are killing others to keep themselves alive. Wow. Wow. This is getting spicy. This is the type of spice that I've always wanted. This is spicy. Like the enhanced mages are killing each other off, and it's because of the same guy that made them enhanced mages in the first place. This is actually kind of spicy. All right, so what we're doing right now, they went to go try to make some medicine. They're trying to get pieces for it, but it's looking a little fishy. Two of the enhanced mages gave Carrick some type of like pill, and they seem to be like, he seems to be getting weaker all of a sudden. And I really think that this is very weird and awkward. I don't just dare get to work. We have to move him before he wakes up. Oh no, something's fishy's going on. So what happened, as you guys saw beforehand, is that, you know, they were out hunting for materials, and now he got, you know, they gave him the chloroform napkin, so to speak. And let's see what this leads to. I feel like he's about to say something crazy. You're both right and wrong. My medicine is the only way to slow the side effects. What you don't know is that the main ingredient of the medicine is, in fact, the mana of an enhanced mage. Oh. Oh, no. They must be the chasers then. That's why the chasers are hunting their comrades to live. How do you know about that? Norad and I developed this medicine together. There we go. So he was working with that guy, and they developed this thing, and oh no. Let me tell you the whole story. Why did I work with Norad? It's simple, to save everyone, because Norad never actually wanted the medicine to be finished, because once the medicine was complete, his chasers would lose their use. Precisely, that's why he tried to kill me, but I was able to escape and told these chasers about everything. Not long after, I went with them to the Abbey, but I had already killed him and had taken all of his research material. So the people looking for me were chasers, and you were working with them for the sake of research only. But there was no progress, and one by one our comrades developed a resistance to the medicine and died. Woo! Yes, the last thing I need to complete the medicine, the most important ingredient of all, your mana, so his mana specifically. Your mana is different from the rest of ours, yeah. Special. Look at yourself, you haven't aged a day since I last saw you. There's only one thing you can do now, sacrifice yourself to save everyone. You know that didn't happen. Why did you heal me? Why did you make the others accept me? I needed to buy time to complete some final pieces of research, and you were useful for collecting some of the other minor ingredients. You really thought we had accepted you back, didn't you? From the moment you abandoned us, you became irredeemable. Oh no. Answer me one thing at least. Those enhanced mages in the hospital who never came back, did you use them to make the medicine? They didn't have much time left anyway. They'd be happy that the rest of their lives were used for a greater good. Yeah, this is getting really, this is some sad stuff, man. So I think what I really have to bring home to you guys is that pretty much that he's been taking medicine. He hasn't known where the medicine originated from. It just helps him with his conditions. So he finds out that the medicine is also made from, that's the same medicine he's been talking about is made from enhanced mages. So he's been keeping himself alive through the deaths of other mages. And now they're asking him to be the martyr, to sacrifice himself to prevent the deaths of other mages. And he's like, no. So it's such a weird thing. Let me know how you guys would feel. Would you sacrifice yourself for your people? Pretty, you know, whatever your people are, or your culture, your race, whatever the heck you feel, you know, most closely associated to. Like, would you do that? Especially, would you do that if you found out that those people were keeping you alive to a certain extent? Now he's uses the medicine to like kind of like lower the symptoms. It sounds like it doesn't sound like it makes everything like dramatically better. He's still a special individual himself, but it is very strange how the story unfolded. And this is the insane mage from in the beginning. Yep, see, this is pretty much what I was saying, that these guys, the people up there, are the chasers. They're the deemed chasers. They're not like they're, you know, running away from them, but they are the actual chasers. Running around hunting people is a pain, so they devised a sneaky trap, a refuge for all the surviving enhanced mages. Now everyone who was hiding is all running here themselves like moths to a flame. And does that mean he's a chaser too? He joined us late, but now he's the leader. I personally can't stand him, but he's a smart one. Wait, what's that blood on your hands? Oh, this? I told you, everyone around me was dying. So I helped them on their way. Don't worry, I make sure to suck out their juicy mana first. Yeah, they're like vampires, they're making it seem like. I'm actually gonna have to go and use the magic of the rewind thing that they have here. So Karowick is talking to Norad again, and he makes a really funny comment here, is that he's saying that, you know why we chose each of you? We were looking for deficiency. Back then, you each may have been lacking in wealth, honor, or power. Now your obsession lie only with life. And then we're here where he says, I may have lit the first embers, but now they've grown into full lunatics all on their own. So he pretty much is saying he picked weak individuals so that when the time came to be that these people would lose their freaking minds. He picked pretty much people weak-willed on purpose, gave them a bunch of power, gave them all these defects, and now he knew that all he had to do was tell them some BS like, oh, you know, you can kill your friend, take their mana, and you'll survive longer. Which, funny, I don't feel like it's really been proven whether or not that's actually like a real thing. Like, is it actually working, or is there like something, a way to get around it? I feel like they haven't been completely honest of how to actually reverse or to treat the side effects of being an enhanced mage. All right, so then they were just pretty much explaining why he kills Norad. Norad was trying to get Karowick back on his side, but Karowick made a decision that he's not going to trust him. Feels like pretty much everything that he's done, he screwed them over. He already just revealed the plot of the chasers to him, and he just fed up with him pretty much. So now we're back in the future. It seems as though they might have planned to blame him for everything, even though it's not his fault. That's what it's starting to seem like. The Chaser Village, sacrificing people for medicine, was this all your idea? I see you figured it all out. Are people really willing to do whatever it takes to stay alive? I'm only doing what I had to, what others have turned away from. Saving the enhanced mages forsaken by everyone else. Sacrifices are unavoidable along the way. Sacrifices for the greater good, what a cowardly excuse, admit it. You're doing this all for yourself. The cause is nothing more than a mask for your own rotten beliefs. Quiet, you think I'm doing this because I want to? If you hadn't ran back off, things would never have come to this. What's weird is that it sounds like, you know, when they use mana, they make it seem as though they have plenty of it and it replenishes over time. But for some reason in this instance, it's seeming as though, you know, he has 100 mana and he's been using it slowly over the course of his life. I don't know, it seems a little bit weird. Like he doesn't want to give them any of his mana, but it seems like he'll die. Maybe he needs a lot and it would kill him at that moment in time. It's kind of like taking blood. You could take some blood from someone, but it sounds like he needs like so much blood that it would make you die like through blood loss. That's kind of like what I'm assuming this is. And now he makes this statement: they're pumped with too much mana, they completely lost all rationality. So it's almost as if you can't control it, you lose your mind. Like there's a lot of stuff with this. It's actually very interesting. So I'm gonna again back this up. So pretty much what they're saying right now is that after learning about how crazy the chasers are and everyone's fate, it's sounding as though Karowick is probably going to go ahead and kill everyone because they're too far gone. They're under the impression that, you know, they need to kill other mages to survive, and even the ones that are not fully aware of what's going on, you know, if they see him trying to fight him, they're going to think that he's a villain. They're going to try to kill him anyway. So it's a lose-lose situation for him. Even if it means staining my own hands with their blood, I will let them die with dignity. And now they're going after him. We take you back, and here's how you have die. There's only one choice left for a coward like me. And then boom. And once we're together again, I will make you happy. I promise. Who's he talking to? I'm thinking Vivian, but she didn't pop up in this at all. Oh, Vivian. Hey. And this is when they find him. He's like passed out because he not ran away, but he's like kind of just chilling around. And then that's why he joined Straz. If you guys didn't know, that's why he joined Straz, because Straz is supposedly a man that's not going to lie to him. He's going to keep it straight up with the facts. And that is all she wrote. All in all, I think this is one of the best side stories that they've ever made, and I was getting a little concerned for So You Can Skip because I was like, I don't know, man, it just hasn't been hitting right. It had a lot of things to it. It was very in-depth, it was very thought-provoking, and it's reminds me right there when they did Lilius's, when it really made you think about, you know, what's going on and how this character works. And it wasn't funny, it wasn't cheeky, it's like hee hee hee. Like, no, this is a character's backstory in the middle of a war, you know, like, why is this character in the war? Who are they aligned with? Why are they, you know, why are they the way that they are? And I think that this was amazing. So you really get to see Kerouac instead of this guy that's just following orders from Strauss. And you find that he's doing that because of this crazy backstory of a lot of crazy compiled things. Let me know what you guys think about Kerouac's story. If you took the time to listen, I really do appreciate that. And let's do some summons and end the video. Oh yeah, we're also gonna have a nice little moonlight, fire, oh, we have fire and an earth elemental summon to do. Let's do those first. Trash as we know it to be. And all right, let's do earth. Ooh, sparkle. I don't know if there's an earth character that I really want. Oh my god, that could have been freaking Kerouac. Who is this? It's Lilibet. So it's kind of like in the story, you know? But I'm kind of mad that I got it there. That could have, we should have just started here. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's all RNG, so, you know. Now, as you guys know, I went all the way down for Cerise. So the likelihood is that I probably won't be able to get Kerouac on, I won't be able to get him through Pity. Like, there's pretty much no way that that's gonna happen. He's gonna be available for 2 weeks, I think. And if I wanted to summon for him, to like go through Pity, I literally would have to, let's see, he's on the 25th, so pretty much 2 weeks from now, I'd have to spend money, and I'm really against spending money in this game because I don't really play it to that degree. So it's really hard for me to validate spending money just to get a character, which I might not even get the rune up, to be honest with you. But as long as I keep getting bookmarks and stuff like that, it will just go to Kerouac, and hopefully we'll get him. I won't make a separate summon video for him because I'm going to be doing like 10 pulls at a time. It's really not going to be worth it. See, now everyone's getting it. Damn, man, that... Oh man, I kind of mad that Lilibet just popped out there. Though, if you've been paying attention to the lore, she just had a really emotional moment. Her and Lulu in chapter 9. Oh, I definitely suggested you guys watch that. It was really good. Anyway, let's do this moonlight summoning. Be disappointed, as expected. All right, so the most disappointing of all. All right, so still gonna be working up, getting my, you know, Sky Stones. Hopefully I can do a couple 10 pulls and get them. I'm at 113, and you really get surprised at how expensive it is to do a pull. So that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day. Peace.